Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hello.
Δεν πεινάζεσαι γιατί πήρανε μια δάδα. Δεν την άδεια σου το πετρέλαιο.
Φίλε, έλα εδώ. Είναι ανοιγμένη. Ανέβασετε τώρα, ο πολίτης είναι. Έλα, πυρό.
Excuse me, can you...
Vous avez vu derrière, il y a des laves. Ah bah oui, bah, avec la vidéo en plus. Avec la vidéo.
We really believe that that's not the Olympic spirit, and that the proposition that has been made by SEPCO was not discussed. It was the day of the General Assembly of the ASWAF, our mother organization of all the international federations, so at least should have been on the agenda, and we can't discover things like this. Second point is the Olympic spirit is to share revenues and to have more athletes competing worldwide, and so to spend the money with Olympic solidarity and not to put all the money on the top athletes, but really to spread the money, I would say. As an example, as president of the UCI, we received $25.2 million for 4 years, and we spent 100% of this to develop athletes through the World Cycling Center. over the last 20 years, it has been 2,000 athletes coming from 145 countries, and if we have to give the money to the top athletes, then we will have to reduce this money. That is money for development, for solidarity, and we believe this is again the Olympic spirit.
Why do you think Mr. Ko went about this step? Why did he do this?
I don't know, to be honest. You must ask him the question. But I can tell you that I spoke with the president of rowing, president of wrestling, president of equestrian, with the FIBA also. All of us, we agreed on that, and we will also write a letter to ASWAF to ask them to put this on the agenda, and more certainly to confirm our position and to align with the Olympic spirit, because it's really key. We can't extend the money like this. So if we concentrate the money on only top athletes, only gold, then of course a lot of opportunities will disappear for athletes all over the world, and there are so beautiful stories coming from these 206 countries. For example, at the UCI, the World Cycling Center, Nicolas Paul from Trinidad and Tobago, I hope it can be for the gold medal on track cycling. He spent the last 4 years at the World Cycling Center, and we have to cover the funds, whether the UCI or the Olympic Solidarity funds. So if we pay the gold medals, then these opportunities will disappear.
Thank you so much. Ethan?
Can we have you there for a second, sir?
Yes, of course.
What did you think of the ceremony?
It's great.
Were you over by the lighting as well?
Yeah, yes, even if it was the one for yesterday because of the weather, but it's great because that's the first time for me to see this one. So that's really a big opportunity.
Are you excited for the Olympics?
Yes, and there is a kind of there is a spirit here when you enter in camp.
Will you also be in Athens for the handover ceremony?
No, I will be in Marseille when the torch will arrive in France. I will be on the 8th of May in Marseille.
Fantastic. Okay. Thank you
That's
very
great.
much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Hi. Jessica from the Nine Network in Australia. How are you going?
Nice. And you? I was in Australia 2 weeks ago. Brisbane.
Oh, I'm from Brisbane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was for the Continental Championships.
We've got the games playing there too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I met with them, the chair and with Cindy over the years. Yes. So we spoke with them about it.
We just need to sort out our venues.
The guy they interviewed earlier did the Paris torch.
I guess we have some time.
Ο άλλος ο Κυριούλης έφυγε.
Έφυγε.
Τον βρούμε τον άλλο.
Για ρώτα τον αυτό, πας και ξέρει.
Works for you.
Μήπως ξέρει αυτός που είναι η άλλη.
I'll just get your name and title, please.
I'm David Lapartien. I'm the president of the UCI, International Cycling Union, and president of the French National Cycling Union.
How are you feeling about Paris?
Well, because Paris is now becoming a reality with the lighting of the torch today, and we feel really comfortable. They are doing a great job in Paris 2024, and we are ready to host the game, and we want to welcome everybody.
Obviously, this is the official countdown now, but how is Paris feeling about the security? Because there's been a lot of talk about security and whether or not the ceremony will be able to go ahead on the
You know, of course, security is a big subject worldwide. We know that terrorist attacks what happened in our country also this week. And of course, it's not predictable to be the situation. The situation in Gaza, Israel, now Iran, the war in Ukraine, all the terrorist situation. So it's quite challenging for a government, but I trust the capacity of my government, the French government, to deal with this. Of course, the plan is still to have the opening ceremony on the Seine River. There are some challenges, of course, even the President Macron said that. But yes, at the date of today, this is maybe the opportunity to keep the ceremony, and everything will be at the highest level. There's 45,000 policemen on site, so a lot of security around the games.
Not long to go now. The croissants ready. Not long to go now. Are the croissants ready?
Yes, we have one. Really, I want to ready.
Excuse me? You're in front of people here. You cannot set up.
I'm gonna move.
You have to. Yeah, they told us that there was the thing.
Λεπτάρι μπορείς να είσαι από δεξιά μου και άμα είναι πορεία θα τώρα να κάνεις.
Φτάνουμε όλοι μαζί.
Ναι, ένα γενικό και ίσως για τους τώρα που είναι χαμός όλο το... Είναι από το
AFP, Reuters, and AP.
IP.
So it's a 3 news agency.
Oui, super. Très bien. Deux, trois questions, 2 or 3 questions.
So we do English or?
English is good and...
Είμαστε εντάξει στο μικρόφωνο.
Okay, Mr. Balkin, just take a little step backwards. There we go. Thank you very much. Είμαστε μέσα? Okay.
You see how confidence I have in you. I took the step backwards even without looking where I'm going, you know. So,
I was watching you, President. Okay, a couple of questions. Let's go.
Rolling.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Mr. President, a message from today's lighting ceremony.
Now, this is the message of the transferring the Olympic spirit from ancient Olympia 2,800 years ago to Paris 2024, and this mission, this message of the games has not changed. The games were always built on peace and meant to be a contribution to peace and to the joy of the sport. And therefore we are looking forward to having this message then now being brought to France and finally to the city of light, Paris.
Mr. President, you speak about peace during a time when there's very much hostility in the world and things are getting worse. We've seen over the last couple of days. What role does the Olympic Truce have this year? Does it take on a special meaning this year?
Oh, they're the Olympic Games. You know, they're the only event which really bring the entire world together at one place and competing peacefully with each other. And this is the great symbol and the great message the games are sending, and we hope that many people around the world are inspired by seeing this, what the athletes are doing, that you can compete fiercely against each other, but you at the same time you're living peacefully together in the Olympic Village, sharing your meals and your emotions.
Okay, one more question or we're done? Okay, let's move on.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Που δεν ήταν η Ρωσία στη...
Η Ρωσία
Δεν πειράζει. Αλέξανδρα, κάνουμε τη δεύτερη λαβαδρόμο. Δεν ξέρω εσείς αν...
Δεν νομίζω, δεν
είσαι όμως...
Πάνω από τον άλλο το κύριο. Πάνω από τον rowing και έρχομαι.
Το φέρουμε εδώ.
Ναι, παιδιά, στήστε να το φτιάξουμε εδώ.
Εμείς ωστόσο θα κάνουμε την...
Καπράλος έρχεται, θα κάνουμε μία. Μπορείτε το κρατάτε λαμπρό από τον άλλον.
Ναι.
Είναι English όμως.
Ναι, θα το ρωτήσω εγώ.
Είναι English, παιδιά.
Ναι. Αν με βοηθήσετε λίγο.
Δώσε το μικρόφωνο.
Πρέπει παιδιά να κατέβω λίγο, συγγνώμη.
Είναι γενικητής
είσαι έτσι, ή όχι, ήταν οκ. Do you ask a question? Good for the question. Εσύ θα ρωτήσεις εσύ.
Πείτε ρε παιδιά δύο ερωτήσεις. Γεια σας κύριε Πρόεδρε, τι κάνετε? Δώστε μας σας παρακαλώ ένα λεπτό να το φτιάξουμε.
Να σας φτιάξουμε λίγο. Βασικά από εδώ ξαναδώ να κοιτάτε, εντάξει. Εντάξει, τα μικρόφωνα. Έτοιμοι όλοι, παιδιά?
Ναι, είμαι έτοιμος.
Spiros Kapralos, President of the Hellenic Olympic Committee. Mr. President, the next land ceremony today.
Well, it was a unique opportunity to show here from ancient Olympia the lighting of the flame. The event has lasted for so many centuries. This year is 2,800 years since the beginning of the Olympic Games, and it gives us the opportunity through this flame to pass the messages of the Olympic ideals and values. And this is, I think, the most important thing.
Κύριε Καπράλο, μπορείτε να μας πείτε λίγο σας παρακαλώ? Βλέπουμε ότι μάλλον η εκεχηρία δεν θα γίνει. Ποια είναι η άποψή σας? Τι νομίζετε θα έπρεπε να γίνει?
In English.
Our aim is to remind everybody what in ancient Greece they were doing during the Olympic Games. They would stop the wars, they would put down the arms, and they would compete in a noble competition. This is what the message that we're trying to pass to the whole world. If they could stop the wars and the conflicts and get together and unite in this event where more than 200 nations and the athletes of these nations, they are together competing in competition, noble competition, where the best wins.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ.
Και εγώ σας ευχαριστώ.
Ναι. Αλλά το κάνετε.
Ξανά. Το δούσκο.
Το δούσκο αν μπορούμε να...
Στέφανε. En anglais. En anglais?
Alors, faites au
Ο δούσκος μου δίνει αμέσως, οι άλλοι κοπηλάτες γιατί...
Στεφανούς δούσκος.
Πάω να τον πάρω.
Θα έρθει.
Δήμο. Στέφανο. Θέλετε και ο Στέφανο μας πει και που
Προσπαθήσουμε στα αγγλικά. Προσπαθήσουμε στα αγγλικά. What is it civilized?
Μετά με.
Το φέρω εγώ, το φέρω.
Το έχεις. Κακό. Θα σου πω. Guys good? Steady? Steady? Okay. Sir, can you tell us why is prize money for gold medals against the Olympic spirit? Why is that a bad idea?
Well, I must say the Olympic Games are the best event for all the sport, and the very specificity of the games is all the sport are all together on the same level. All athletes are Olympians, whatever the sport they do. We are on the same roof in the Olympic Village. We share the same values. And you know, as an athlete, I mean, the Olympic Games, you go to the Olympic Games for the sport, for the emotion to share or to carry the flag of your country. It's not about commercial or you can, and for us, I mean, as a sport, we believe that our duties is really to ensure that we can put our revenue to the development of the sport, to the promotion of the sport. Obviously, we need the athletes, but we need also to ensure that we will have athletes tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So we think the spirit of the games is more about sport, emotion, performance, all together, all sports at the same level. It's fantastic for an athlete when we meet stars. If you are from a sport where we are not on the visibility, we don't have the visibility of the media. So this is the spirit of the games. This is very special. I'm not talking about the World Championship. I'm talking about the Olympic Games.
How was Mr. Coe able to get that through for his federation?
Well, actually, I don't know. As I'm president of World Rowing, I learned about World Athletics decision by the media or by the announcement. So, without any consultation. So I fully respect World Athletics decision as long as it concerns, of course, athletes from or their sport. But the point is, at the Olympic Games, it's not about your sport, it's about all sports. And I would have appreciated to have this discussion between us. I'm not saying that because it was in the past, it cannot be in the future. We can always open for discussion. We can always adapt to the changing environment. But this decision impacts.
Do something like this. What's your take on why he did it?
You have to ask him. You have to ask him. I don't know. I mean, I fully appreciate that for us, athletes are very important. The sport is made for athletes, for sure. That being said, as the organization in World Rowing, our revenue are made for all the athletes, not for the very few who are at the top.
Thank you. And can you say your name and your position for the cameras, please?
Jean-Christophe Roland, I'm president of World Rowing.
Thank you so much, sir.
Merci, il va devoir y aller.
Ο Δούσκος έφυγε.
Παιδιά μας, okay.
Εδώ θα κάνω την... αλλά ο Δούσκος έφυγε. Ο Δούσκος έφυγε.
Ευτερή.
Με νοιάζει να μην. Άμα έχω καφέ.
Thank you, guys.
Εδώ ήταν, γιατί δεν μπορούσε να μας το πει.
Ποιο?
Ευχαριστώ, επιφυλάσσομαι.
Πάμε, Ελευθερή.
Στέφανε. Όχι τόσο καλά. Δεν θα τα πω στα ελληνικά. Καλύτερα. Για να μπορώ να τα πω όλα.
Πώς νιώθεις, πώς πέρασες?
Νιώθω συγκινημένος, νιώθω και χαρούμενος που μπόρεσα και ολοκλήρωσα και αυτό εδώ έτσι, με τη φλόγα μπόρεσα να είμαι ο πρώτος. Χαίρομαι ιδιαίτερα που πέρασα από τόσο κόσμο ανάμεσα και εντάξει, ήταν κάτι συγκινητικό και κάτι πολύ ιδιαίτερο για μένα. Θέλω να περάσω ότι ο αθλητισμός πρεσβεύει αυτές τις αξίες τις οποίες πρέπει να έχει ο κάθε άνθρωπος, το να είναι υγιής πάνω απ' όλα και να υπάρχει ειρήνη σε όλο τον κόσμο. Αυτό είναι το πιο σημαντικό. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.